Hello people of the internet, I'm Seeger, and today we are going to be listening to Lethal by Rico Nasty. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I'm a big fan of Rico Nasty. I've listened to her for a couple years now. A unique experience, I also worked sound for my school, and we actually did the sound for her show when she came through at my school. So that was a really unique experience, and also something else that kind of makes me appreciate her music a little bit more. Lethal is 15 tracks with a runtime of 34 minutes. I can't wait to get into this. I've only heard the lead single, track 1, Who Want It? Alright, off to a good start already. Who want it?
I walk in like royalty. We the aromatherapy. They front row, they watching me. Cash out, then fight to a beat. She just got her body box, trying to keep up with the.
Oh, I love that beat. I love the buzzing in the bass. Alright, talk your shit, girl. That's what she seems to be doing. She's talking her shit. Way to open the album. That was Who Want It? That was a great opening track in my opinion. I think it had a lot of good energy. I like that she talks her shit. She starts this out saying, you know, this is who I am. If you want something, this is what you're gonna get. Who want it? Setting the record straight from the start. Do it, girl. Kill that shit. I definitely will be listening to that track again. I wouldn't say there was anything that stood out to me specifically on there, but I like the vibe overall. Really exciting energy going into this album then. I'm really curious to see what she does with this sound. Track 2, TEETHSUCKER. Yeah, I have heard this track before. We up in this bitch, up in this bitch. And when she dropped this song, this got me really excited to listen to this release. I'm just really behind on listening to it. Wake up like, I think her flow is really good on this song. I think that she spits some really funny bars, and I think that she does it in a very, very good way that stands out a little bit from her past styles of rapping. This seems like a more intense flow. She's always had this very playful but also colorful vibe. And I really like that she's taking on this new edgy sound, and I think she's really killing it. And especially with that single, I think that she really killed this sound. I'm super excited to hear what else these tracks are. That was TEETHSUCKER, a really awesome track, a really amazing lead single for this album. Changing up her sound to something very different from what she does before. She has lots of bangers, but nothing so gritty like this. I think the closest that she has, one of my favorite songs by her would be Rage. What I think this is different from that sound and Rage is her just, you know, losing her shit on these tracks. While this feels like it's been refined, it's less I'm here crashing out and more I'm showing who's boss with the sounds. And I think that that's a really interesting way for her to mature. Yeah. I think this is a banger. I'm going to listen to this track again. Track 3, On the Low.
Kiss on the low.
Ooh! I like how that came in.
Damn, your lips so edible. This sex incredible. It don't get no better, no. It don't get no better, no.
One thing I really love about her music is that her lyrics are never too complex. They're pretty surface level, but the delivery is just super real. It's honestly more relatable the way that she delivers it, at least, despite a lack of complexity. I think it's just the way that she does it, it's something that you can just shout when you're singing along to it. I enjoy that a lot about her songs. There's a couple I can think of specifically. Why oh why? Don't let life pass you by. Waste money on what I buy. I don't know why oh why. I don't know why oh why. Super simple. I've always found it really catchy though, and I'm screaming it. I don't think that every artist would sound good with these simple bars. Not to underplay her artistry. Clearly, it's her artistry that makes it work. But it's just something I notice in a lot of her songs. It's simple, but it's enough.
I won't kiss and tell if I get you alone.
I love the beat drop. I I love this too because this also just sounds like a matured version of her older sounds. This is gonna be a banger on my late night drives. Nothing new, but she does it really well. That was On the Low, and it sounds like it goes into the next track pretty well. So I definitely will be listening to that track again. I think that she did a really good job maturing her older sounds with this. I don't think that the sound is super new from other things that are out there, but she does it very well. I think that that song as a whole was a really good low-key banger. I think it was something that was made for when you're driving in your car and something that you can shout, sing along with. I think there's going to be more energy on other tracks on here. I do like that she had a lower energy track at the beginning of this album because I feel like there's going to be a lot of bangers. Track 4, Pink.
I get the kick like I need a bank. Who need a car when you got this face? Most people change when they get this fame. How I can handle like Angel and a party, you know.
I don't know if that's her or if it's an effect on her voice.
She said she proud of me though.
I think it's an effect. I've never heard this on her voice before though.
She classy, yeah. She do cannot cope. What? Got my name all in her throat. I don't know how they don't choke. Can't keep these boys off me.
Wow, I'm so interested in this. I've never heard her sound like this before. I'm really shocked. She's stripping, she's saving a pink. He a freaky, don't pay for a peek. She a party monster, we get geeked. Alright, that was Pink. I think I will listen to that song again. I didn't connect to it in a special way, but I didn't dislike it at all. I think it was a good track. I think it was really interesting what she did on that track. I was never expecting that sound from her. And I think it was really interesting what she did on her voice specifically because it didn't sound like her. I was questioning it, but I do believe that was her the entire time. I think it was a really interesting vocal effect because it still worked, even though it wasn't the typical Rico sound that I was expecting at least. But I think it really works, and I think it's an interesting way for her to mature as an artist, to almost have a vocal effect that makes her sound younger. Really interesting. Track 5, Butterfly Kisses. All right. This is like, it almost is an imitation of the opening to the Brat tour. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up and come back because that's totally what I hear. I'm gonna start it over. I liked it though. I'm so surprised by the hyperpop sounds. And if you know me, you know I love the panning. Going back and forth, I love that. Bitches sound like me.
I'm just me, I don't try. Hit her like a bullseye. We coast get the side eye. I see how they always wishing for the limelight.
I like the vocal switches that she's doing. This is so cool. That was Butterfly Kisses. That is the track that definitely is not going to be for everybody. I really appreciate how experimental she's getting on this album. This is totally not the sound I was expecting from this album, and this is killer, hence the name Lethal. I'm really impressed. I think that there's things that could have been refined on that track, but also this is very outside of my typical listening realm. Great track. I will be listening to that again for sure. Track 6, Eat Me. Her delivery is so interesting on this album. She's really trying up different things. Or maybe she's just that much older now that she sounds so different. Let me know in the comments. Oh, I love that. I gotta run that back. Oh, I'm so glad she did this. song built itself up was really fucking good. Oh my god, she's still popping off! Damn! Eat Me. What a great track. I love her delivery on it. You know, I speak too soon when I do these because I was saying how her delivery sounded different at the beginning and it was a really interesting choice, but it's because it built, and by the end her delivery was incredible and really high energy. I love that the beat kind of switched up. I love how slowly it built up as well. It made that ending so much more impactful. Super high energy. Another really good track. I definitely will be listening to this one again, for sure. Track 7, Soul Snatcher.
Face card, leave it a smack. He love when I'm stroking the shaft. I got water, he drinking my bath. I got humanities, how make you laugh. Watch these bitches, they ran down the drain.
Oh, I love this. This is so experimental.
Square nigga love when he bang. Call up my bitches, we on the same. Screwed up, he known for the drilling. In love with the cash, and he want me kiss. I just at the dentist, my smile is the prettiest. Shout out the ops, they the reason I'm killing shit.
Now this is the sound I was expecting.
She a soul snatcher. 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 He going backstage. He want me.
There's like a laugh that's going on and it's scaring the shit out of me. This is insane. Alright, that is totally the sound I was expecting from this album. Soul Snatcher. Great track. Totally insane. I love the chord for it being the same chord for 3 bars, and then on that 4th bar, it goes up and then it comes back down and it repeats. It really builds the tension in the track. I think her delivery on the track was really great. I loved the chorus. The scariest part of the track for me, at first I thought it was a knocking that was going on. I thought I was hearing... And I kept on turning around. I'm like, is that me? No, it's this like deep laugh that's going on. Like legitimately scary. And the way that it was panned, it like felt like it was in the room with me. I didn't like that at all. Really cool track. I'm just now noticing like the track length of a lot of these tracks. And I cannot believe how short these are. But listening to them, they don't feel so short. I will be listening to that track again. Track 8, Grave. Oh, the guitar's nasty. I like that. It's like a bendy riff. Love everything going on right now. That was Grave. I like that track a lot. I think there's a lot of really great production on this album. I'm very impressed with the sounds. I think that song even, it builds still more at the end than it had throughout the rest of the song. I love the guitar riff. I love how bendy it is, and I love the grittiness that it adds to the song. Again, this is something that I was expecting out of this album more than some of those tracks that we had at the beginning, specifically like Pink and Butterfly Kisses. And even on the low. Track 9, Son of a Gun. I love the way that beat hits. It smacks. This is good. She sounds crazy. She's crazy good. So talented. Son of a Gun, really fucking awesome track. Holy shit. The middle of that track was the peak of that song for me. The build was insane. I was really hoping that that build would repeat itself at the end of the track, which it didn't in quite the same way. But wow, what a fun track. Her pre-chorus is super interesting delivery. I love how experimental she is, not only with the beats, but also with her delivery on the tracks. I think that she's been trying a lot of new things. I'm really impressed by the sounds. Holy shit. Cool track. I will be listening to that again. Of the last 4 tracks, I think 3 of those are in my top 3. Track 10, Smoke Break. This is what I was expecting. I love when rappers do other genres. They always kill it. Just shows how talented they are. Oh my gosh. This is crazy good. Wow, she did such a good job doing this style. This is what I thought this whole album would sound like. Oh my god! Wow, and now this song is so different. Holy fuck, girl. Like that shit. That was crazy. I was not expecting that at all. I was expecting the first half of that track to be what most of this album sounded like, but that second half blew me away. Not my favorite kind of music, but she did a really good job venturing into that genre. Okay, I definitely will be listening to that track again as well. Track 11, Crash. Oh, very interesting. Where's this gonna go?
You make it alright. I can't control a thing, and if it goes wrong, then it's because of me. I need to crash out. Can I borrow your bed?
Okay.
All done, and I'll be out of your head. You make it alright.
I love these kinds of songs by rappers. Holy shit. Oh, wow. What a fun track. It just sounds super fun. She definitely had fun making this. This is the dad vocate from the latest Childish Gambino album. I wish that that outro played a little longer. Crash, really fun track. Also something completely unexpected. Just proves how talented she is. It definitely fits the rock vibe that I was expecting from this album. Just not the genre of rock that I was expecting. The beat was something I would expect the Killers to have released 10 years ago. Really cool, okay? I will listen to that track again. Track 12, Can't Win 'Em All. I am a sucker for this kick pattern. I love the guitar. And I love that drum and again the panning of it. Can't win 'em all. Oh, I love love the build-up of the song. All right, give me a nice outro. I loved that track. I love how she put her chiller songs at the end here because she had so many bangers in a row with just teasers of the chiller sound. I think this is really like the perfect time to come down from the rage and appreciate these sounds and appreciate the themes of these songs. I definitely will listen to that track again. Track 13, Say We Did. This beat is so interesting.
I don't need you, I want you. Come and go as I want. I don't know what
This album is just such a mature sound for her. I'm really proud of her growth. I'm really gonna miss the days of Kenny Beats and Rico, but this is very, very good music. I'm so impressed. And how is that track 1:50? How is it so short? I feel like every one of these tracks, she has done a phenomenal job of compacting a banger instead of stretching out an okay song. I am such a length person and I hate how short songs are today, but all of these felt like a really solid length. And that's really hard to do. For me personally, when I make songs that are under a minute and a half or 2 minutes, they just feel wrong. They don't feel like solid interludes even, and they don't feel like a complete song. And so it takes real talent to be able to do that. I will listen to that track again. Track 14, You Could Never.
I don't see no one, I'm a winner.
Oh, I love that she has all these other sounds at the end.
You could never be like me. They thought I was crazy, too out of the box, and they step in my shoes and they see how I'm treated. Never could.
And this sounds like a song that you would find at the end of an album. It might not be the strongest one on the album so far, but this really does sound almost like an outro. And even with this verse, the song is growing on me even more.
For so many of us, your influence and
You Could Never. Nothing too crazy about that track. Nothing bad about that track. I think that was a really solid closer track, but we still have one more track. So we'll see if we end off on really high energy or if we have another track that is in this style of slower songs. I will listen to that track again. I think that this album has been really solid all the way through. I think that is the first track that had me thinking I might not listen to it again. But by the time we were halfway through, I already was enjoying it a lot more than when it started. Track 15, Smile. Alright, ending off with a slow note.
Rub me back till you fall asleep. Can't believe you belong to me. Every day is everything. Your eyes are like mine.
I like the snare.
It's so bright. You're my dad, I'm only smiling 'cause of you.
That melody is so funny for a Rico song. I was never expecting these sounds from her. Wow. And this is why this is the closer track, because this just shows even more of her versatility.
I'll be there. Tuck you in with your favorite bed.
One of my favorite songs by her is her song for her kid. I believe it's Lil Chicken Strip or something. But I love her songs about her kid. They're just so cute. Lots of raw guitar on this album. What a beautiful ending to this album. I thought that the last track was the perfect track to close this, but clearly I was wrong because this track is an even better closer track. I'm really impressed with the versatility on this album, and this song took it a step further. Yeah, I would say that was a great closing track. I love the songs about her kid. I think that they're really cute. And I think this almost goes with the Lethal name because, you know, she really starts out talking her shit. By the end, you see this soft side of her. You know, the Lethal is not a mask, but it's a front. The further you get into her, you start to see these other sides. I think that was a great album, and that was a great song. I think that this album could have gone both ways, where it could have ended on a very, very upbeat track, or it could have ended on a soft track like this, and I think this was the perfect way to end it, going in that direction. That was Lethal by Rico Nasty. That was an incredible album. I think I will re-listen to every track on that album again. Standout tracks for me are still going to be Teethsucker, On the Low, Butterfly Kisses. My favorite tracks are probably Eat Me, Soul Snatcher, and Smoke Break. All those blew me away. I also really liked Son of a Gun and Can't Win 'Em All, but every track was really good. This really showed a new version of Rico. It's very mature. It sounds reminiscent of all of her old works. She just breathes this new life into it, and this rebrand is really, really solid. I can tell that she has grown so much as an artist. She really did try to step out of her comfort zone and do these new things. She did an amazing job at it. I'm blown away by this record. I definitely will be listening to this on repeat. Just really, really well done. If you liked it, let me know in the comments what your favorite track was. If you hated it, tell me why. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if I did it justice with my reaction. Let me know what to listen to next.